Scouter5 here, back with another Tales of the Road. I posted a poll on Twitter to decide on which story to do next, and I've decided since none of them tied, the next couple Tales of the Road will be of those stories just in order that of the highest amount of votes to the least amount of votes. So, the first one, the one that got the most votes, was questionable on the truck. And also, before I begin, if y'all want to, for those of you who didn't see the poll, be sure to follow me on Twitter. That's where I posted the poll. My screen name is Scouter5. I'll put a link in the description below. So anyways, when I was in training, my trainer, and I'm not going to name any names, was a very interesting character, to say the least. I liked him. He was a good trainer by all means, but he was very interesting. And towards the end of the month, or in a couple days that I was with him, we went on his home time in Georgia, and it wasn't anywhere near where he lived. It was in a different town where this girl lived that he thought he was going to get with. And when I met her, I knew something was up. Because, one, she was living out of a hotel. Two, she was driving a really beat up old car that looked like it was on its last legs. And given those two criterias, and the fact that she was supposedly interested in him, and when she told me that she was a lawyer, that she had gone to law school and that she was a lawyer, something didn't add up right. Because I doubt you'd be living out of a Motel 6 and driving that hoopty if you were a lawyer. So, but anyways, he brings her onto the truck with us. Okay. And they start working us up to Michigan for me to test out. Well, we're driving through West Virginia. I think it was West Virginia. He's driving, I'm in the passenger seat, she's in the back. And we're talking about God knows what, I can't remember what it was. But out of the blue, she just, completely unrelated, says, "Oh, I am a certified scuba diver instructor." I say, "Oh, really?" I pulled my wallet out and produced my diver certificate. Oh, my PADI open water diver certification. I am a PADI open water diver. I've only done 3 dives so far because I haven't had the time, or hadn't had the money, or don't have the equipment. There's another one, to go back out anytime right now, but I hope to in the future. And hopefully I'll have the camera equipment to be able to take with me and take video of it. So, but I pulled out my PADI open water diver certification. I showed it to her, and I told her I did my certification dive in Virginia. I dove in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico, and I dove on the Great Barrier Reef in Australia. Usually a conversation like that, when it goes to the other person, they reply with some of the places that they dove. That's where the conversation ended. So, skip ahead a few hundred miles. We're finally in Michigan. And we get to the hotel where the company pays for hotel rooms for the trainers. And him and her are staying in the hotel room, and I'm staying in the truck out in the parking lot. I go to try and watch a movie off my external hard drive, and my external hard drive's not working. She was the last one to touch it. Now, yes, it was stupid of me to let somebody I didn't know use my external hard drive and my computer to watch a movie, but I figured, what is she gonna do to it? She asked me if she could watch a movie off my external hard drive. So, I decided to go into the pub, which was right next door, where I knew he would be, and say something to him, to warn him about her. And I go in there, and they're already at each other's throats. He sees me and says, "Let's go outside for a cigarette." I'm like, okay, cool. We're walking to the exit. She's following behind us. And as we're exiting this building, there's a couple walking in. And she looks at the husband and says, "Your wife's a whore." Yes, let me say that again. She says, "Your wife is a whore," to this complete stranger. My reaction to that was, "Excuse me?" And we get outside, and he just goes off. "I can't believe you said that. That was so embarrassing, this, that, and the other. You don't even know these people. And just out of the blue, you called this dude's wife a whore." And she storms off. We finish our cigarettes. Go to find her, and she's done locked him out of the hotel room. And she's yelling through the door about how she's going to jail. There's a warrant out for arrest. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I kind of saw that coming. Well, he calls the police. The police come in. They had to break the door open. They find her passed out in the bathroom, puked all over the place. And come to find out, it was the name she told us was her name wasn't actually her name, and she was out on parole. And she got smart mouth with the officer, and the officer said, "Look, you're going to get smart mouth with me, I'm going to take you to jail right now." Which, in all honesty, there shouldn't have been if you get smart mouth, we're going to take you to jail right now. We're going to take you to jail because you violated your parole. But she got smart mouth with him, and the officer said, "Okay, I'm taking you to jail." At that point, me and my trainer walk outside to smoke another cigarette. And then the officers show up without her. And I'm like, where is she? And he says, "Oh, she changed her mind." Excuse me, Michigan police officer, but that's not how this works. I can't go rob a bank and then when you catch me say, "Oops, sorry, you caught me, officer. Here's the money back. I'm sorry. That's not how this works. And the female officer of the 3 officers that were there walks up to me knowing that I'm the trainer and says, "No lot lizards." I look at her. "I'm not the one that brought her onto the truck, thank you very much. I don't mess with that. That was not my thing." Well, the next morning, he stays the night in that room with her. The next morning, about 5 o'clock in the morning, I wake up. I get up in the front seat, and here he comes. Gets up into the passenger seat, and he says, "I'm not staying there anymore. We're going to go to the terminal and stay in the truck." And I said, "Where is Ugly Bitch?" Says, "I don't know. I woke up and she wasn't in there." I said, "All your things accounted for, including your money and your ID and credit cards and anything else that you took in there?" He said, "Yep." I said, "Okay, let's go." No sooner that we crossed the line into the terminal, he gets a message on Facebook, "Where'd you go?" So we ended up leaving the lot lizard, or the proclaimed lot lizard as proclaimed by the police, stranded in Michigan at a hotel. But yeah, that is the questionable on the truck story. My trainer picked up a lot lizard and brought her with us from Georgia to Michigan for me to test. That was a very interesting experience, to say the least. But anyways, again, thank you guys for supporting. I'm sorry it's been a while since I made a video. I just got a new camera and I also got a mic for it. Tell me what you guys think. As this video is the first video I've made with the new camera and mic. So, you guys have a nice day. We'll see you in the next one.